What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is JR Wisdom with the Cup and Reason Show. We are now on episode 5. Salute to all of you guys that's tuned in for another awesome episode, man. And with that being said, guys, I always appreciate your support as usual. A few housekeeping rules before we bring on my first guest. Make sure you guys like the video one time for the algorithm. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. If you're interested in shooting your shot in real time and or being a guest on the show, make sure you guys click the link. It's pinned in the chat right now in blue. If you guys don't see it, go ahead and click on that. And that way that'll give you access directly into the chat, and I'll see you in the back studio. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into episode 5. I'll go ahead and bring on my first guest. She may look familiar, she might not, but either way it goes, guys, we're going to have a good night. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome the beautiful, talented Delia. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody. Delia, what's happening with you? Talk to me. How's everything?
I'm like, I deserve a round of applause too. So why not clap for myself? I'm doing.
Absolutely.
How are you doing?
It's always the greatest day of my life. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying? Always the greatest day of my life. So
every day we wake up is always the greatest day of our lives. I agree with you.
facts, another day to get it better. So with that being said, where are you calling from tonight, Delia? For the folks that don't know.
I'm at home in Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City. So she's in KC, Missouri. Shout out to Kansas City. I don't know if y'all got a specific name for it other than Kansas City. I would say that, or
I'm not. I'm not.
nah,
Nope.
nah.
No.
Okay. So I mean, we was just talking offline about it's the home of the pimps and players, from my understanding. You know what I'm saying? I only drove through Kansas City, so I wouldn't really know. But I figured there'd be some other name, but I got you for the locals. I like the fit. I like the fit tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You showed up and everything. So for those of you who don't know you, Delia, I'm sitting up here all jacked up tonight. So you're from Kansas City. Is that where you're originally from?
Yes, I am.
Originally from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you? Because you look
I'm,
you look you look very young.
well, thank you. I'm 33.
33 years old. And your sign is
I'm a Virgo.
you're a Virgo. Are
Yeah.
you on the what part of the Virgo spectrum are you?
September the 12th.
September the 12th. Okay. So for all you you Virgo lovers, I think two of my baby mamas was Virgos, man. So it's just
Ooh,
like I just can't. I
well, that's
keep I keep running into Virgos, man, somehow, man. So that's it's a pain in the A. Huh?
what's your
I'm a Cap.
oh oh oh
Mm,
Well, I understand. I understand why you keep running into Virgos
yeah,
because
man.
that's the Earth sign world. So yeah,
Fact.
that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So
I my
30,
feel about those goats. I won't. I won't.
right, the
I
goats.
mm,
so so 33, you'll be turning 34 or whatever. So out there
right.
in Kansas City, what do you do? What do you dabble in out in the KC?
My main arena is skating, so I like to four-wheel skate. That's my thing.
So four-wheel as opposed to the blade.
Yeah, no blades.
Yeah, I'm not graceful with that at all in terms of
Oh,
skating, but I wish I could because it looks dope with everybody be having fun doing that.
oh, yeah,
You know
fun.
what I mean?
It's great
Mad dope.
exercise and it's just fun. So I've been skating since I was 12.
Mm. Oh, a hot minute. So it's probably like second nature for you out there.
Goodness, like yeah, I skate anywhere. I usually fly my skates out of town and skate. Like that's my thing. That's what I do.
Wow. So what do you do for a living out there? I know you say skating is your thing. What do you do for a living out there?
So I'm a hairstylist, and I also have a
Hairstyle.
where I style children, adoptive and foster children, before they meet their families.
You said a nonprofit. I'm sorry, it might have been a double over when I was
Uh,
talking.
Non for profit.
Okay, got you. So you're a hair, so you're a stylist and all that. How long you been doing that?
So I've been styling for 22 years. Yeah.
Sheesh. Oh yeah. So that's as long as you've been skating, huh?
No, I'm over. My number one job. Anyone that knows Delia knows I do hair. That's what I've always done. That's one of my number one passions. And yes, I love doing hair. But
Love
I'm a
doing it.
cosmetologist in Kansas and Missouri.
Okay, both places. So do you do makeup also?
I
Or you just
can
do the hair?
I makeup. I wouldn't say I do makeup.
Okay. Got you. I hear a lot of women say that. They be like, I can beat my face. I don't know about nobody else's.
Yeah, well, because when you get a cosmetology license, it does cover that. I have a nail license as well, but cosmetology covers nails. You learn makeup and you learn hair. So I
Yeah.
learned how to apply makeup. So I applied it to myself. I just didn't go as far as being a makeup artist.
Hmm. I can dig it. What you is there a specialty you do as far as hair?
My specialty is braiding. I love
Braiding.
braiding, very fast at braiding. I know how to braid without hurting the scalp. I teach braiding, and I also have a green thumb in hair, so I grow the hair because I love healthy hair. That's the most important part. Because if you ain't got no hair, I can't do your hair. So
Facts. I like the way you said I got a green thumb in here. I ain't never heard. Like I said, I ain't got no dog in the fight. So for the whole green thumb, but you said so. Repeat that again. You said if you ain't got no hair, I can't do your hair. What you
I
said? What-
can't do no hair. Like there are stylists though, that actually know. I've seen magic done. There are some stylists that actually can create some illusions out of different scalp. I would just really call them scalp ailments because there are issues that happen like alopecia, traction alopecia, things like that, that they just don't have a certain amount of hair. And I've still seen beautiful styles created from them. I'm not that particular stylist. I'm gonna need you to have something to work with so I can work with something.
Mm.
Hmm.
I get what you're saying now because I was about to say, damn, don't that go together if they ain't got hair? But you talking about like those other they can work these
Yeah,
these magic things and
I,
stuff like that.
amazing stylists can do some amazing things, and that's their niche. I feel like my lane is speed. So the services that I offer, the average time that you would sit for them, you're not going to sit and wait that long if you were to sit for my service. A lot of like even something as simple as knotless braids, medium knotless braids take me 3.5 to 4 hours ish, sometimes three. And
Right.
they look at their quality, they last, things like that. So that's where it comes into play because you're not about to be in pain. You're not going to sit long. So you can go enjoy your life with my service. It's going to last and your hair is not going to break off.
Mm.
Whereas
So for all the fellas that that got longer hair, locks, and things like that, she got you. You
I
know what I'm
got
saying?
hair.
Facts. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit real quick. So what at 33 years old, what has been your experience like dating in Kansas City? What can you tell me about that?
I can tell you that I haven't experienced too much of it. More
Hmm.
so, I've been at home. But in the
Okay.
time I have went and dated, in my opinion, I was bored.
Why is that?
I mean, the date may be fun, but the
Hmm.
person boring, if that makes sense. So, as you're sitting in to a person and you're getting to know them, they're boring.
When you're so what's your type? So what's your type? If you could describe, and I just asked this question because
Only gonna give you.
I believe that what women say they like or what they describe that they want and what they date and what they emotionally respond to and are attracted to are two different things. So
That's true.
what is it that you if when you say the guys I went on a date with they were boring but I like the date. What is or were they squares or what was it? They
Well,
just
I
couldn't
wouldn't
converse?
I wouldn't really say that there were squares or negatively categorize them, but like so for example, let's say maybe I went on a date to main event. Main event is fun, but they're boring as a
What is
person.
main event for those who don't know? What is
Main
that?
event is like Dave and Buster's, like an adult like game type
Gotcha.
situation. Video games because I'm competitive. I like it has bowling and things like that all together mixed in with an arcade type experience. You can eat and play pool and just things like that all together.
Got it.
Okay,
Okay.
so person that you're with, is not fun, that doesn't make that experience fun. You know, that matters.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know.
Can you give me give me an example? You went to main event with this dude,
Mhm.
and obviously it would have been a good time, but what was his energy low? What was it that
Okay.
you typically encounter with guys? What is it?
Cool. And I feel like he was excited for us to go. We were enjoying ourselves in a sense. And then as I'm, talking and stuff, I'm just noticing the amount of pictures that he just keeps taking, right, of us. And then I'm noticing how he's all on me and not really even playing the games. And it's almost like he got some eye candy. So he having the eye candy. And it's
Mm.
just like, ugh, I can't do nothing with that.
Is that typically the experience though? Like the dudes, they just like they're like all over you, like, and they instead
No,
of
no, that was just that situation. Because, like I
okay,
stated, I say too often. So, no, I'm not going to state that that's every guy. So, no, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just more so on that particular day, that was the case with him. And then, I have different ambitions and things that I really want to do. And I've been on some dates with some people that I guess, are just kind of content and complacent with where they're at. And I'm bored by that. Like, I'm bored. I'm just gonna be honest. So, I mean, maybe that's
what do you mean by that? Because I know some of the fellas may be wondering, for those who may be reaching out to you in the future, who may
mm,
be looking to take you on a date. What do you mean by they're content and complacent with where they're at? What does that
okay.
mean?
Now this is for me. Now,
Yeah,
like I
I'm asking you. Yeah, I don't care about what
okay,
nobody else. I'm asking you.
that's why I always stated because people love to misconstrue and people are a little slow. So let me make sure
Yeah,
I get it for everyone that's listening.
go
All
ahead.
right. So for me, where I feel that I state that, okay, so for example, and this is a no offense, this is just how I feel. If I'm talking to you and I'm asking you, okay, what do you currently do? And then maybe a guy may say, I work some warehouse work. Now, nothing wrong with the warehouse work.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, okay, how long have you been doing that? They may something like say 7 years. Now, that's great, right? So then I'm like, oh, okay, well, do you enjoy it? Yeah, it's cool. It pays the bills. Okay, well, what would you like to be doing? Well, nothing. I'm really chilling. I may open a business. Oh, okay. Well, that excites me, of course. So I'm like, well, about what? Well, I don't know, just something different for real. So it sounds good. This is how I'm hearing it because I
Yeah.
process. Because for me as a woman and a helpmate, you get to saying things that I feel I can assist with. I'm ready to assist. But when you give me dead end streets, then I'm not trying to ride no more. That's how I
Mm.
feel. So I'm bored. Like I just I don't know. It's almost like I want a project. That sounds crazy, but
No, it
it
doesn't. No, it doesn't. But go ahead.
because I was gonna say, but it doesn't make me feel crazy because at the same time, I want to do things with someone. So this is just an add-on to me as to why I'm bored if they're not doing anything I can add on to.
So if Buddy's financially set, I'm not saying a warehouse dude couldn't
Mm,
be financially good in life, but let's say Buddy is deep into the six figures or whatever. And I'm just throwing that out there. Let's just say he's deep. Everything's pretty much paid for. Money's not an issue. And
mm,
he has reached the pinnacle, if you will. Not to say that you can't go further, but in terms of success for him, he's reached that pinnacle. And you guys are sitting down, we're at a date, and he's like, yo, this is where I'm at. I'm a professional, I'm a doctor, attorney, XYZ. I'm a partner with such and such. And we're on a date. Is that still something that would you'd be like, this is
that 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 was just a scenario.
yeah,
So in this particular case with what you're saying, it just also still depends on them because
right,
like it doesn't necessarily matter what you do. Now, yes, the financial security is a bonus. I'm not going to play and say that
right.
it's, but you could be that level like you're saying. What if you are a lawyer, you are financially secure, you have things lined up for children, things, big deal stuff, but you still are boring, which that has happened. I've actually talked to a person before that was actually at the surgeon's level, and
Mm.
he boring, but he was exhausted, which made sense because he was a surgeon. So that little bit of free time he did have, he was exhausted. Like, so, it still depends. Now, that I don't know. I know that, for example, there is a guy that I know right now that is doing pretty well, and it actually scares me. I think it scares me, and I'm not for certain why.
Okay.
Like, I'm not for certain why. So I guess if you be like, well, why? I don't have an answer, but it's not a bad scary. I don't know if it's the me. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. That's why, damn it, and I don't like not knowing. So, but it does. It scares me because I guess in my mind there's a realization that there's a chance, I guess, that I don't know it's right. I don't know. I really don't know. But it scares me to death. I'll tell you that.
Right. So
It's,
basically, I'm just getting from you. It's kind of like the energy isn't there with some guys, and you would know like this guy may be boring. This guy may not have ambition. The energy just isn't there. Where it's just like it's a turn off for the most part. You just throughout the conversation, if you lead in the conversation and he's just coming with one word answers, so on and so forth, and
yeah.
I'm just here,
Or
you know.
too many questions because I've heard that. Like, oh wow, this kind of feels like an interview. But really I'm just asking because I want to know. Like, why wouldn't I want to know? And to me, my time is precious as well. Like that should be of an importance. That's how I feel.
Yeah, date is an interview though, so I don't know what that was about. You know,
Yeah.
asking, all that stuff like that. So
I've
what? So
been like fairly like nudge up and get, up close to them. I don't know. It just I don't know, you know. So
you
then
say
it's
that?
like,
Say what
how
about
do you
nudging up to them?
like as a woman, how do you know when the energy is even off with a guy, right? Because like I've experienced that before and it kind of left me kind of lost because he's there present, but not there present. So then it makes you feel away too. Like I've been in that situation. It ain't like, oh, every date I've been on, they've just been a bad date. I've been on some dates where I actually felt like, okay, do you even like me on this date? Like
Yeah,
that ain't a
yeah,
good feeling. You know what I mean?
yeah. Now I've been told that. You know what I'm saying? I've been told because I didn't sleep with a woman. That I didn't like her because I didn't. Facts. Facts. But yeah, anyway, I get what you're saying, where
Mhm.
it has to be a thing. A woman has to know that there has to be some sort of interest. You can't just be on there, just be completely like standoffish and or indifferent, like I don't care if I'm here or not, and things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, exactly. That is the exact way. I couldn't put it any other way. I've been on a date like that. So after that date, it just kind of made me just be like, uh, you know, from a good guy. Like, so
Hmm.
you're like, well, dang, then it makes you question yourself, of course. And then you get frustrated, me. And then it's just like, you know what, I'm not, because I didn't even do anything. I'm sitting here analyzing every move I made. Like, did I
Yeah,
did I stink?
yeah,
Like possibly could have, and then you end up coming back around still kind of nervous, still kind of scared.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's a lot of PTSD involved. So you actually, at this point, it's a nurture that's needed at the same time. So that's why
Hmm.
it's a lot easier for me to just not date right now, only because I just feel like it's heaviness in here that I still need to fix because I'm scared and I get to be scared. Like I get to be scared. So whereas so many people I think are focused on so much of my past, I know what I'm lined up to focus on for my future. So that's the walk that I'm taking.
Yeah. Well, fellas, y'all know y'all got to take the pressure off when y'all take Delia out. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
got to, hey, you always, fellas, you don't necessarily talk sexual when you on a date with a woman, but you have to cross that sexual boundary innuendo to let her know that you interested in her and that instead of just being like, because she'll start thinking what Delia just said. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You don't want to be a cold fish on the date. You feel me?
mm.
So, what would be your ideal man that you're look that would if he were to approach you right now? What would you be looking for in terms of your ideal man? And I'm just saying, just this is just your list. It don't. This ain't nobody else list. It ain't no what anybody else care about. This is your list.
I feel like people love to cookie cut what they hear, and that's a
Yeah.
problem. So I'm gonna just give you a small list. I want them to be cultured in an understanding that's similar to mine, right?
Okay.
Like they would understand if they understand. I also would like for them to be intelligent at a level, honestly, that's a bit higher than mine, more so book background. I know that sounds selfish, but I don't believe so, because I just feel like, number one, I'm 100% attracted to Black men. That's what I like. And we already I feel like they already aren't allowed in a lot of so many different things. But with the directions that I'd like to go and plan to go, I feel like a man with that type of background would be able to assist in the knowledge that I won't have when it's time to step into those doors, and I'm not going to be able to understand what they're talking about behind those doors. Someone that actually loves me but's going to back me up where I'm going to miss it, because that's going to be deep to me. And then lastly, of course, someone that genuinely and truly understands the understanding of love. I think that outside of that, everything else will follow. Because once you understand love, a whole lot of the list really makes itself just follow. But every situation is different. So we would have to discuss that, of course, as we date, if they not boring.
If they not boring. Got you. I mean, everybody ain't for everybody either, like you said. I mean, same thing with fellas. You know, sometimes if the energy's off, you shouldn't proceed in a date. You know what I'm saying? If people try to force things, you can't force it. Everything should be like water. You know what I'm saying? So I got your list right there. It's understanding. So outside of that list, what are some deal breakers automatically, other than him being boring?
Bad breath.
Bad breath.
I'm not about to play no games about it. I said
Fact.
again, bad. Oh my God. I love you. Bad breath. Yeah, see you later. Bad breath is that, of course. And then lying. Only because, number one, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you lie, like it's gonna happen. So that's just not smart. More so because I have to explain why. Let me please explain why. Women may not like this, but I'm gonna catch you because you're not gonna remember the details, and I am. That's why you're gonna get caught. It takes a whole lot of memory to lie correctly. And women remember every detail. So whereas you're not, you're going to mess up, and we're going to catch you. So just don't. And then, no, of course, no one that puts their hands on me, because I have sons. So I don't want to have to bond my sons out because of your behavior. We all.
That's it. What about internal?
No, I'm not gonna keep going. Them is the main ones. Them is the most important, for real.
Yeah. So what about age wise? What's your parameters in terms of age?
I just know that I don't want anyone below the age of 30.
Okay.
I just see the point. More so because when we get to realism, I have 3 sons. So who under 30 is going to step up to that plate? Then if you have more than 3 under 30, you don't even need to be coming over here and dealing with this. No way. Let's just be honest. And then I don't have a go so far up, but then I kind of do. Because if you're like, I don't know, like over like 45 or something, that just don't even make sense to me. That's to me. So that's to me though. So I guess that's the age group, I guess.
So 30 to 45.
Yeah, there we go. That's a large bracket. That's probably the problem.
Okay. Any particular height, weight parameters?
Maybe I wouldn't necessarily say weight parameters, and I only say that because that can fluctuate, and I'm not that petty. And also, like, because if you're chunky and all of that, I actually like that. If you smell good, I like when you smell. So, like, you can have all the roles in the world. Like, that season was just like, I would have loved to have basked in that all season, and you smelling all delicious and
That's
awesome.
right.
Whatnot. Like, that would have been amazing. So, like, that doesn't matter. But I guess the height does, because I wear heels and I'll be wearing 6 inches and stuff. So it's like I'm 5'4" with no heels on. So with heels on, that makes me like 5'9", 10. So I guess I hate math. I can't be doing that right. The I guess 5'7" or something. I don't know. I don't feel like that's fair. So I like a tall guy, but I feel like all of my preferences are why I'm mad now. So I just feel like I should stop having the preference part and just focus on what matters. Because the preference.
Would you date a guy shorter than you?
I have. It was only a little shorter than me, and we only dated a little while. I'm sorry, down. I'm not about to be kissing down. I'm talking about I love you. And no, that's not cool. I can't. It is hard to
Yeah.
respect that. All right, you can say what you want, but I feel like I could smack you. Like I feel like that because you down
Yeah.
there. Like,
Yeah.
no, I need
Yeah.
somebody
So
because he big. And I'm looking up and he looking like, yeah, chill out.
all right. So all my short brothers, y'all still got a chance though. You know what I'm saying? But she would
Because
prefer a taller man.
amazing. Being
Yeah.
too tall. Plus, I respect this. I had a client and she was tall, 5'10" about, right? And she was
Okay.
saying that all the chicks take all the tall dudes and leave all the tall chicks have to get with the short dudes. And it ain't
Mm.
fair. I have to respect that. Like, that's actually right. And a short guy my height's not bad at all. So
There you go, fellas. So real quick before I go on to the next question, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. We have the beautiful Delia King here. If y'all didn't know, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. We got 61 people watching, 44 likes. Let's run this up to 61 likes right now. It helps to promote the video one time for the algorithm. We should be at 62 likes. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. It'll help out your karma too. So you said you're 5'4", Delia. So what's your measurements for the fellas that may want to know?
36D 29 41.
36, 29, 41. I ain't even going to expound on that. Y'all heard what she said. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not even saying nothing else. And we'll go. I'll have all Delia's information linked in the description of this video afterwards, guys. So you guys can follow her and things like that. So, and 5'4", bigger. Okay, you cool with the bigger guys. You want a taller guy. You don't care if dude got rolls or not, as long as he don't smell like a bear. You know what
Or
I'm
a
saying? Yeah, you'll deal with a 5'4" or whatever dude. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, but he might get slapped if he
a 5'4" dude, don't nobody. No, he can't be 5'4".
Yeah.
That's
But
not going.
you said earlier you was 130. What did you? I think you said that earlier in the interview. Or was that another video I was watching?
Yeah, that's correct.
You about 130? Yeah. So she's 5'4", 130. Y'all heard what you said earlier. She's 33 years old, guys. Somebody was asking in the chat. If you guys are just coming on asking some questions we already answered, you can super chat that, if you want to ask those questions. So for the gentleman who's lucky enough to not get you bored, right? And you guys are dating seriously, what can he, because I'm not going to ask for the people who've already may have not have seen your video. I'm going to ask you anyway, because you did say some things about what you do bring to the table, but I'm not going to ask you that. What can this gentleman expect from you once you guys are in a relationship and or seriously dating?
Well, that I'm going to be serious. I mean, first and foremost. So that's the most important. And I feel like, I don't know if I want to tell you these things.
Hey, it ain't gotta be, we ain't gotta get on the
I press, but I just
if we in a relationship, I'm not trying to take your words. I'm just expounding. If we're in a relationship and we're living it, we moved in with each other and we're dating, we serious, we all lovey-dovey and things like that. What can I expect as you being my counterpart, my partner, as guys in this space don't like hearing, but my significant other? What can I expect? And it ain't got to be sexual. I'm just saying in general. You feel me?
That I expect for us to do more than that, because that to me sound like shacking, and I ain't excited about that at all.
Yeah,
that's how I've been doing. So, like I stated, like the goal that I like to do right now is I like to date. And if we decide that we're gonna go further, especially at this age, and we like each other, I'd like to be engaged and then spend an engagement, even if we're engaged for 2 years and then get married. That's how I'd like to do it versus be boyfriend and girlfriend, because I'm no longer a kid. Like you did that in high school and college like that. Look, did
watch
you
out now.
pass out? Let me be quiet. How you feeling?
Yeah. Say what now?
I said, you about to pass out? What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Did I have a Kevin Samuels moment?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I thought your face turned red when I said what I said, so I thought that I made a crazy psycho
Nah,
reflex.
nah, 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 nah. I was with it. I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of I'm done with I'm not a kid no more. You know, we can spend an engagement. You feel me? I definitely can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You want some intentional, like I'm trying to be
Yeah,
wifey
because
for lifey. Because go ahead.
we play. I'm just the boyfriend girlfriend thing is cool, but then you're complacent and so many things can happen. The engagement, the fiance ain't boyfriend girlfriend. That's a respected level if you serious about it. So why not? And that's what I would be going for. I don't want to play that game. So that would be where I would be at if that's the level that someone's willing to go for me. And if it's anything less than that, then to me, you're not talking about anything because I'm that. I want that for myself, but I'm not pressing the issue. I'm not, in such a rush, or I have to have based off of a fulfillment. Or my favorite, I seen a guy put on a status that there are women that want to get married to add it to their checklist, like a bucket list. That's
Mm-hmm.
me. I just do know that I was placed here to be a helpmate as well as the many other things that I'm going to do. So I do know that when that time comes, that person, like, I'm ready for that. That's the real goal for me. But
Yeah.
here I am, what I'm talking about? Like, I ain't.
Right. No, I dig it. I think you said it, or you said something along those lines earlier when you was talking about like having a conversation with a guy, and he said that these are his endeavors. And what you said, a project, you don't necessarily want a project, but you want
Mm-hmm.
to be that helpmate, to help him reach that plateau, and I guess vice versa from what you said. You guys
Yeah.
to help each other and things like that. Okay, so what are your thoughts on submission in a relationship?
Oh, I have no issue with that. I think that that is really a both-sided thing because there's going to be times where you're going to have your advice and things that you're going to be able to say that can be full-on leadership for this person and vice versa. Like I know as me and my sign, like the things that I choose to do for submission for myself, like all day long. That's just me though. But as far as just what we discuss in like submission, I really
Mhm.
do that's equal size. I think that that's why that guy that I was saying, I think that it scares me because I literally
What's up?
feel myself submitting.
And that's uncomfortable.
Scared me. It's not uncomfortable. It's just scared me. Like it was just like I'm calling and asking for advice and help and assistance and relying. And it's just like, wait a minute. Like this is I'm usually I get up, I rely, I'm good. So to and I feel like it's okay. To be quite honest, it sounds silly to make it seem like it's scary because I feel like I should be almost appreciative to be able to call and have the ability to rely and get the answers that are needed from this person, right?
Okay. Right.
But at the same time, it scares me to rely on anyone. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because that kind of goes off of what you were saying in the other, for those who weren't watching and don't really know your background, which,
Mm-hmm.
you basically at a young age, you had to grow up early for those, that don't know, in terms of that. So I guess you've always been self-reliant for the most part and the
Right.
things that, growing up and stuff like that. So what about in a relationship? What are your thoughts on intimacy?
Oh, that's the that's like highest. That's high up there. After you get to know and you like and you enjoy, because attraction is natural. That comes on instantly. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I miss that. That's the part I miss. Like I want to sit and watch movies and just talk and be intimate. I haven't done that in like just little kisses and all that gooey shit. I don't even want to talk about it. I ain't did that. I don't know, and I don't know. Like it's sad because it's almost scary to even get intimate because dudes is out here eating booty. Like I don't want to
Facts.
sit with you and now I may want to kiss you and you might have ate booty last night. And then
Facts.
unfortunately a dude told me to my face that when dudes ain't talking to you, they talking to somebody. You do not have to even confirm this because I've already been confirmed by being told this, that they gonna talk to somebody because of the have to have. So, all right, fine. I may be here tonight, Thursday, but that don't mean Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday it wasn't no booty in your mouth. I don't know that. Hell, it could have been booty in your mouth this morning. It could have been booty an hour ago. I don't know. So,
100.
God dang it, like.
I mean, it's vice versa though, you know. But I
I
feel
mean,
you.
like, no booty's in my mouth. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. So ain't no dude gonna tell me ain't no booty in his mouth though. Ain't no dude gonna tell me
Repeat.
that.
You say what? Say that again. In your
You
mouth? What
said
in your mouth?
you said vice versa, and I'm telling you ain't no booties in my mouth. You the one said the vice versa. You said that.
I don't mean exactly booty in your mouth. I mean like you
Oh,
could.
my bad.
Yeah, I could be over at your house
You
tonight
right.
too. Listen,
Fact.
I could be over at your house tonight and some dude just smash.
That's
And I know
fact.
every fella has come across or dealt with a woman that may have just got through messing with a dude and she'll skip right to you. You feel me?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
because that's
yeah.
true. There's a lot of roaches out here.
Yes, it's a lot of ropes. So you real that you on that lovey dovey kissy kissy type. You know, once you're on that
Yeah,
type of time with them,
yeah.
you have
You
no
my
issue with that.
supposed to be. Yeah, you my person. So
Mm,
yeah, but yeah, everybody right now is it for everybody. So I be in my house, and I really be
yeah.
in my house. So I think people don't understand or appreciate that, but like I do. So
So you think people think because of the way you look that you out in these streets?
yes, like in clubs and all type of stuff, and like so
Yeah.
I went that weekend, and that was the first time I'd been out in months. Like, and I kicked it. I had a good time, and I wasn't even out late. I was home before 12:30 almost. It was like 12:20. It was beautiful though. Happy, like I hate that.
Right. Hmm. Yeah. So that's I think a lot of fellas, be complaining about dealing with a woman that's a cold fish or is not really intimate and things like that. So that's why I was asking you that question to see
God,
what type of person you are. What are your love languages for all these, in tune and spiritual brothers out here? What's your love languages?
words of affirmation, and that's
Hmm.
why it for me because me and lie. So my love language is words of affirmation. So I'm just hearing all this great stuff, and I'm just like, for real, oh, for real, for real, for real,
Got you.
for real, and ain't no action.
So you need that too?
Yeah, like I great stuff. What's that called? Selling wolf tickets. Like you don't get to say all this amazing stuff, and then you ain't backing none of it up. You don't. I don't know. It's just that's unfair. That's not fair. Like you don't get to gas me. You don't get to fill my head up with amazing thoughts of dreams and hopes that you can never actually make come true. That's crap.
Yeah, it's like going to church though. You know what I'm
I
saying? I mean,
I know. No, it's like that's why I don't go to church. No, no.
let me stop before the holy rollers get upset. But
That's true.
hey, but that's what fellas do. I mean, it's better than nothing, Delia. You know what I'm
That's just
saying? To
like
whisper them sweet nothings, tell you,
I
paint these pictures, be artistic in your ear,
yeah,
have you thinking about the castle over the mountain that come with the bridge, and the
like
kid.
like I'm really into flowers. Like, and I'm not even talking about you have to buy roses. Like, I really like lilies. The little pack at like Sunfresh or something, that pack's like maybe $7. Like something as simple as having maybe that each week would mean the world to me. Number one, because every time I come home for the week, I'm gonna see them, of course. So that makes me think of you. And then I'm into them. They make me feel good within my house and go with the rest of my plants. Like you'll say that to a guy, and like he may get the flowers a week, and then you never see him again. And I don't think that a guy gets like the consistency has to be in more than one space, but nobody wants to remind you on that. So it's like a guy may say, "Well, you didn't tell me that you wanted more." Well, what do you mean? Like that I want them. I want
Yeah,
like. I don't want to have to remind you to do the things I like. Like I want to know that you want to do the things I like. Like so, but you said it. Like I got you. Oh, flowers is nothing. Oh, okay, we're gonna see. And then 8 Mondays pass. Like that's what
yeah,
I'm talking. Like stop it. And I'm counting them. I'm counting the Mondays.
yeah. They do.
Mondays, Jr.
The ladies do. Yeah. So what? So is it just roses, or is this just because that's another love language, receiving
No,
gifts? Is it?
I like roses. I love orange roses to be exact, but no, I love tulips. I love daisies. My favorite flowers are sunflowers, which I don't, people don't purchase those too often. But lilies, though, those are really like the easiest to purchase. Literally, they just are, and I love lilies. So like, but I purchase them. So I usually always have fresh flowers, usually within my vase on the table, and that's how it goes.
I got a question for you about that.
Go ahead.
At what point, if a guy, if you met a guy tonight, right?
Mm.
At what point is it okay for him to send you roses?
Well, whenever, I mean, instantly, if he decides, I feel like unfortunately, sometimes when you go on dates, certain people set bars higher than others that kind of mess things up. Like I've been on a date where this was the first date. We talked, a bit, but when we went on our first date, he gave me a Pandora bracelet on that first date. So that changes the bar for a whole lot of people because I've had
Right.
that. So I can't. I don't think it's fair for someone else for me to look down on them for not doing something at that level because that may not be their thing. And then, of course, so many men have been used just for the food, let alone bringing something on the date. So it just depends. I've also been on dates where roses were brought on the date. I've been on dates with a guy where we went on like 4 dates before I finally got the flowers. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess it just depends on the person. But I know if I mention it, nothing like for a woman, for a man to pay attention to the details that we say. So if we miss
Absolutely.
hours and then you get them and then you keep getting them, I don't care if you wear it out till we say stop. Like, cause we remember that. So then let's say we do break up. I'm like, boy, but he sure will buy me them flowers. Now when we, are out, we miss those small things. Like, do those things. Like, even if it's the one thing and that's the only thing you remember. Like, she loves Snickers. I'm gonna buy her Snicker every day. I'm always get her Snicker. Why not? Like, even if it's a mini Snicker, buy a bag on Sunday and all keep them in the car and bring a little ass Snicker in the house. I'm be giggling and wiggling. Like, just I don't know. It doesn't take much though, like I've stated. So, like I have said though, sometimes people do just the smallest things that are just really beneficial and make you feel great because they thought of you. I need to get a charger or it ain't gonna go well. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
while she going to get her charger real quick, uh, you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button one time for the algorithm. We got 72 people watching, 70 likes. I know if you're just now entering, hit that like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny, guys. It helps to promote the video. We got the beautiful Delia King on here. She's giving you guys some game as well as telling you, for those of you who may be interested, on what the ladies are into, specifically her, and how you guys need to be consistent when you're dating. And you gotta, once you start it, man, you gotta keep it up. You can't just stop. You know what I'm saying? I got a question for you though, Delia, which is what I was gonna ask you. Is based off that question just now. I wasn't saying that it sets the bar. What I was saying, what I tend to find is that when you give a woman roses or flowers straight up, she may look at you funny or look at you like you're weird, or like, this guy really bought me roses.
Yeah.
I don't even does I haven't even earned it yet. Like he
I,
like you know
yeah. And unfortunately, I feel like so because every woman does have their own feelings because that's like I've heard women literally say that they don't want a man to open their door. Whereas I love chivalry. Like I think that's amazing.
right.
So I feel like I guess maybe that's a guy kind of getting to feel a woman out. And I feel like sometimes guys don't pay attention to the signs over the phone that these women really don't be into them for real and
Right.
asking all probing questions. And I feel like a lot of times they go ahead and go on the date anyway. I guess thinking maybe the date will make them like them to go and try to get to the next step and
Mhm.
they're missing that memo. So, because if we're into you, any gesture that you do is gonna be amazing to us. And you're gonna sense that. We've all experienced someone that's been completely into us and we've experienced someone that hasn't. So you're able to tell. So I feel like, there are some guys that are just like, oh well, I guess if their goal is to smash, they willing to go on the few dates or whatever it takes, even if she ain't tripping. And then I feel like with the female, I feel like how do you earn the flowers? But in the same token, if a guy consistently purchases things, you can find yourself falling in love with his hand over his heart if you don't get the time to get to know him, which is an issue that, of course, you don't want to arise as well. But flowers are a beautiful gesture. So, I mean, I ain't saying go and get roses. Like you can go get a nice set of flowers. You just don't get the dead ones at the gas station. Like that's
Yeah.
all I'm
Yeah. What I meant by that is because I've done it a few times throughout my
saying.
my tenure,
Hmm.
buying women like flowers. Then this was right after me getting out of a marriage, getting divorced. because I didn't really know I didn't know the game, and I really didn't know much about women other than my wife. You know, so I was buying women flowers, and they were just like, you know, and even like, and when I say don't deserve it, I mean as in terms of this guy doesn't even know me. He's quote unquote simping by buying me flowers or buying me roses, and he doesn't even know me, and I don't even have feelings for him. You
We
know,
have
go
chicks
ahead.
that are into roses, and we have chicks that are into Birkins. So I feel like it's one of them things. Like you just gotta. It depends on your chick. Like I know that I'm into shoes. I haven't actually had like a guy buying me some shoes, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not tripping because I like buying my shoes. Like it would
Mm-hmm.
mean more to me if a guy bought the flowers, and those are the cheaper item. That's how I
Right.
feel. I like to buy my shoes. So that's just me. So and I'm into my purses. I've had a guy or two buy a few purses, but honestly, like that's a nice gesture, but I like buying my purses. So certain things about myself, I just enjoy to get for myself. Now, if you get them, of course I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna be appreciative and all of that. But for me, I like that. Now, if a guy like you see on the movies how the dude will be like, we're gonna meet at this time, and then they have the outfit laid out. Don't play with me. If that happened, please. I'm falling all across the bed. I'm on the phone with everybody I know, like, girl, you ain't ready for this.
Is that
That would be
so on a first date?
no, not on the first date, on any
Okay.
of them.
So
When
so so if a dude did something like that, if a dude like Delia, you know, I just bagged you at the
mm-hmm,
mall, for lack of a better term, right? I
mm-hmm,
just bagged you at the mall, and then I call you like a week, 2 weeks later, because I'm on that type of time. My money's strong, and I'm like, yo, asking you your dress size and all that stuff like that, and
mm-hmm,
say all that stuff you just said on
mm-hmm,
our first date. Yeah, I want to take you to this place. You know, be ready at this time. I'm gonna send, you know, the Uber Deluxe or XL or whatever you want to call it to pick you up. You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Drop you off and things like that. You saying that you with that?
No, I feel like you'd be controlling. If that's our first date, I feel like you would be controlling.
So on the first date, that's a no go.
That's too much. That's way too much.
Okay, got you. That's how I feel about the roses. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now on the movies, they do that. But think about it. They be like, yeah, I'll pick you up at 7. They don't even say no address. And it's just like, so you just know where she at. You just gonna go get her. The lie.
right.
So I'm with you on that. But no, I'm more speaking like, okay, we've been maybe even in a relationship, honestly, because I feel like that's even better. I've come home from work and it's on the bed, whatever. I guess it's a fantasy thing because it ain't occurred no way. So it just sounds
It's coming. It's coming. But go ahead.
well, yeah, it just sounds like something that's just nice. Like that just seems like something that would just
But
be
not a first date. This is a dude that you
yeah,
already
not
established with.
first date
Okay.
though. That would be too much. Now, I can't deny. Now, let's say we're going on the first date and he arrives within a limo because he can afford to do that. Now
Right.
that's cool if that's what he do. But no, to control all of the aspects like that, no, that's just doing too much. It's one
Got
thing to just get a limo for the evening because you want to attempt to show me a good time. But
got
to have the coordinates like that, itinerary style, that's a bit much because I mean, it's just that's too much control. Like, wow, no, no, no.
Got it. That's how I feel about roses. But
Dang.
yeah, that's how I feel about roses. Yeah, he doing too much. Facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? No more. Like I said, I bought some roses as I ain't even gonna say it. This was last year.
I know how much roses cost though. So
And I got laughed at. But yeah.
oh, okay, yes,
Um
because I know how much roses cost. They're not cheap. Like that's not something you just, that. I mean, let's be real, because them are shoes. I wear Pumas. You can spend the same amount that you spend on roses on a pair of Pumas and
yeah,
arrive. You arrive on the day with Pumas. I'm gonna be looking at you like, wow, you done studied me on the internet. Like I'm gonna feel like that. Like
yeah. Well, fellas, y'all know she like Pumas. Say less. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can clean up. You go to Puma online, you can clean up with $100. I know, I'm not saying that because I got Pumas myself. Y'all seen on my videos.
I like
I rock
Pumas. Like
I
okay.
rock Puma sweaters on my hoodies on my thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
like Pumas too. So hey, it is what it is. So what would you say? And I'm just asking. I don't think I've ever asked a woman this on this show. What would you say would be if you could just say your ideal date and don't just say, well, it's the man, you know, the man is going to do it. What would be your ideal date?
Meaning like that I would take someone on
No,
myself.
that you would like to go on. What would be your ideal date?
What you mean when you said don't say
Like so So let's just say, what would be like considered an ideal date, like a cool date that, you know, that not where you would take someone on, but like a
Oh,
guy
just
would take you to
day
and
to
you like,
go on.
that's dope. Huh?
Right now, personally feel like an ideal date would be mini golf. I think it's competitive, but you can still talk, you can laugh and flirt a little bit, and
Hmm.
it's a little bit of touchy feely, but not too much because you're in public. So it's the right mixture of everything. Because I
Okay.
went top golf, I went not top golf here, but when I was in Atlanta with my cousin a few years ago, I was the third wheel, and they were doing all of that, but I was
Right.
still enjoying myself. But everything that I just listed is why I feel that way. So it's like if I'm interested and we flirty and stuff, you gonna know, and I'm gonna want you to come over and help me and all of that. And if we not, I'm gonna put that thing and we going home.
You gonna put that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey fellas, if you got a top golf, tell her pull up. You know what I'm saying? They building one in my city. They
Are,
building one in my
are
city
you?
right now. Yeah. So
Are you?
mini golf, putt golf is would be like the perfect date. So, you
Yeah,
know,
I only went once when I went in Atlanta. I haven't been here, but that's ideal. It's not very expensive, so you don't have to feel like you have to do a bunch of spending money to impress. Nothing, just cool.
got you. And I guess some dinner accompanied with that. Are you just cool with the wings and fries? You know.
See, that's my thing with the eating thing. Like it just depends on how I'm feeling because I'm not a huge eater. Like I'm
Yeah.
big, as you can see. So like I'm more into doing things than I am just sitting
Got it. Say
so
less.
at press. Like I like doing things.
Say less. So the little small things, she's competitive, little small games. Okay, okay. I know the fellas appreciate that. I see that. You know what I'm saying? So you in Kansas City. Would you, if you came across the right gentleman, would you be willing to reload? I mean, I know you have children. I forgot I didn't even cover that. You have children, right? How many children do you have?
I have three sons.
You have three sons. Would you kind of looking to date in the Kansas City area, or would you be willing to relocate?
I'm willing to relocate prior to dating, and then I guess date when I get there, because I don't understand. This is just me though. I don't understand how to date staying far away. I just don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't understand that. I really don't understand it. And for anybody that does, that's cool for them because I have heard of the success stories behind it. I
Hmm.
just don't. I don't. I don't. And then with the trust issue, they're not really trust issues, but I guess they are. The trust issues that I have, I just don't feel comfortable enough even adding myself to that mix. Like why even I believe in controlling your controllables. I don't have the patience to do that. But if I relocate, then I am now there to freely date you. I know I've heard so many people say they are willing to fly to me, fly me to them. I don't
Yes.
none of that. I don't want to do none of that. Like that doesn't make me feel good or comfortable. Even if you could fly here each weekend, which has been offered, I do not see
Sheesh.
need. Yeah, I don't. I just don't. I don't need a weekend lover, so I just can't.
I can dig it. Yeah. So it would be you relocating first. It wouldn't
Yeah,
be
if
based off you.
it's not here, then I would have to already be there or go there, or whatever the case may be, to actually
Got you.
they feel a way they can send for me. If they you want to import me, then okay.
Yeah. So when you say import, you just say you're not trying because this is after you guys are already established though. Because
Yeah,
you said you wouldn't get flued out. You wouldn't have a guy
yeah.
because you
I,
said
I'm I don't understand that. What I do understand makes no sense because you can't. I just don't. Nobody's gonna like this. I don't understand how you can get flued out and not sleep with the person. Because I'm gonna just be real. I've looked at flights, and if I spend my money to fly you anywhere near anywhere around here, some like look.
I didn't say anything about you not sleeping with anybody because if you getting flued out,
No,
yo,
I'm saying this is why
yeah,
I feel the way I feel about it. Like that's why
yeah.
I'm getting at. Like that is really why I feel like that about that. So I think that I haven't exhausted all of the options that life has given me. I could be flued out, I could have sugar daddies, all that. I have not exhausted those options. And it's because of the reasons that I have in my moral compass as to why I haven't done so. So whereas
Hmm.
I feel like a lot of people are like, okay, but you got them shitty baby daddies. I do have shitty baby daddies, but they ain't got nothing to do with the moral compass. So that
Okay.
Like,
Got it. So bro needs to see bro on the regular if
yeah,
you were to take
yeah.
anybody seriously.
I'm a
It's
whole
not a
adult,
weekend
grown
thing.
adult. Yeah, if we're serious and you're serious about me, because I'm that, I don't date multiples at one time. I don't do those things. So, I'm too grown to continue to play games, and then I'm not gonna continue to date like for long. I'm just not. I have the sons, so they don't need to be meeting anyone anyway, and then they're not about to meet anyone for temporary. So I'm not
Mhm.
about to play a temporary game with you, and that's gonna be that. Like, and that's a big step too, because you also would be stepping into that role. You know,
Mm.
it's just a whole lot that comes with it. Versus you just my dude. Like you ain't about to just come be my dude.
So you meet the right guy, everything goes well,
Then I
you
would be.
know, and you get married. Are you up for having any more kids?
I am actually. It just depends on
Okay.
them. I
On them.
personally would rather adopt. I don't actually want to have any more kids. I would just like to adopt a daughter because I was adopted and I would like a daughter. And it ain't guaranteed that if we pushed for another one, that I would have a daughter. So I would like to give that back. That's me. Like how you say, hit the like button for your karma. I would like a daughter, not even for my karma, for myself, because I've always wanted a daughter and I never had a
Yeah.
daughter. So like I guess it would be for karma because I was adopted, so I would give that back. But it's just a lot of daughters on this earth that would love a home and an opportunity to be loved, that second opportunity. So, unfortunately, when I say that to guys though, usually if we, just discuss it when they bring up the kids, I'd be like, well, no, I want to try to make my own. You know how I go. So it's like
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
not against that. But then when I'm like, you want to get married to do so, and then of course, nah. I feel like the new engagement ring is the baby. Like they're like, well, nah,
Facts. Yeah.
it's
So
gonna
the only way you only having kids with a ring on your finger,
yeah,
basically from now.
period. Period.
Okay.
I'm done with
Got
that. I'm done with that. I think that I owe it to one of my children for all the last names to match. Like it's the least I could have done.
got you. I can dig it.
And I'm not
If
in to have another one. So the time's ticking because I don't want any more children after 35. I don't want to be 50 with a 4-year-old out here playing because I was still having them all the way into. Oh,
yeah. So somebody needs to make they bust a move in the next year. Nah, see. Yeah, somebody needs to bust a move in the next year is what I was saying.
oh heck no! Don't tell them that.
Hey, no, I'm just saying, they got to put the ring on the finger and, you know,
That's a
you
lot
know,
of pressure, I wonder. I gotta ask you a question. You asking me? I must ask you. Do you feel like that because of the rings prices, that's the pressure that men feel?
no, that's the least of your worries. It's the courts after the fact. If something goes wrong, nobody don't care about no ring, unless a broke dude worrying about a ring. But sometimes you got women that buy the rings. You know what I'm saying? So, that's not the big for a man that has assets and things like that.
Hmm.
It's the court system when you try to separate, or if she tries to leave you, or if you want to leave, or for whatever reason you guys can't work it out, then it men's lives are literally destroyed. you
Hmm.
know so that ring, I'm pretty sure they would gladly trade in that ring or give up that, 1,500 to 5,000, $3,000 ring, whatever. Was it 3 months pay? I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is. That's for some people that may be $3,000. I'm just
Right.
saying, but I'm
Right.
not laughing. I'm just saying, but it is what it is. So you willing to have for the hubby? You willing to have some other kids? How about bro? Can bro have some kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think that's better because I don't know how you parent if you don't have kids. So I
Right.
don't play that type of roulette game. I feel like
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a roulette game because you don't know the parenting level.
Got it. Okay. So all in all, we got that information. I don't think you asking for too much. You know what I'm saying? So anything else you want to let the fellas know out there, or just about you that people may not know?
Mm.
Look at your face. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
No.
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 Yeah. Nah, I can dig it. Hey, but so where can people find you at, Delia? Where can they hit you up at? Where can they follow you at?
On Instagram and on YouTube. You can follow me on YouTube and like and subscribe. At I am Delia King, and also on Instagram at I am underscore Delia King.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also talking she's a fool, but if you're actually trying to message me, then it would be on Instagram.
Got you. And you still on active on Facebook too, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
books on Delia King. It's I am Delia King. It's I am Delia King, honestly, everywhere. If you type it in,
It'll
something's
come up.
because even if you type in I am Delia King on TikTok, the She's a Fool page will pop up. So
Got it. Facts. Yeah, yeah, because that's how I found it too. So I'm gonna link all the information that she just said. It'll be in the description for those of you that are watching the restream. So make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe, all those great things. And y'all make sure y'all shoot Delia a message. You know what I'm saying?
oh
She
my
don't
God.
bite.
Did you sell me?
Hey, you sold yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just closing it out. You heard me?
All right.
So y'all she don't bite. Y'all shoot her a message and y'all hit that sub and all that. And it's all up from there. Anything else though before
No, I have nothing else to say. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe to my page and subscribe to his channel for more because there will be more.
yeah. Well, you've been great, Delia. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful spirit, beautiful soul. I
Thank
appreciate you joining me this evening. And we're gonna catch you on the flip.
you. All right. Have a
All
good evening.
right. Check you later. Good evening.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye. Everyone, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and spam her right now. Go ahead and shoot those messages, things like that. I seen y'all in the chat, but y'all can talk all you want. Go ahead and light up the DM, all that good stuff. Before I bring on my next guest here for tonight, you make sure you guys hit that like button along with the subscribe button. That way you get all the notifications for all of my future videos. And that way you guys can definitely check out episode 6 that'll be coming next Monday. We have 65 people in the chat, 82 likes. Let's run this up to 100 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's run this up to let's get it up to 100 here within the next 5-10 minutes. While I bring on my next guest, you guys are been awesome. Shout out. I'm gonna before I bring in them on, I forgot I meant to shout out. I got a super chat. Shout out to Mars on the super chat, the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Always good for the monetary support as well. But the likes are awesome. So let's run that up to 100. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring on the big boss here. He's looking for love. And all you ladies that's looking for a brother that will cater to you and your feet. You know, he's here for you. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring the brother on. You know what I'm saying? Calvin, how you doing, bro? What's happening with you?
Doing good. Hey man, I'm just resting. Worked a double yesterday. Work today. I decided to go in, try to make ends meet.
You worked a double
Yesterday, yes.
yesterday. So
Yes.
what you
And I
put
work
what you
today.
put in about you put in about what? How many hours? 18, 16?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey, I appreciate you rocking with me this evening. So Calvin, I know we've had you on here a couple times on other shows and I think before, but we never got into some details in terms of who you are and exactly what you are looking for specifically and things like that. So let's just start at the beginning, man. Where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from Durham, North Carolina. I'm
Okay.
near Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, Durham, Raleigh, Durham. I feel you.
Yes.
I think I remember North Carolina part. Are you originally from that area?
No.
Where are you
From
originally
New
from?
York. New York.
What part?
Born in Queens, grew up in Long Island, and lived overseas for like a couple like years when I was a child. Then
Hmm.
I moved back to NY, then lived in North Carolina temporarily, and I lived out in New Jersey for like a decade, and I've been here since my early 20s, um, since 2007, and I stayed in Florida temporarily. So been around a lot.
Right. So most of your teenage years you spent in the city.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, the
So
burb, it's the burb and the city is both.
got you. So up north, and you made it down to Durham, Raleigh, Durham area, which I'm
Yeah.
familiar with it as well. I
Yeah.
used to live in Fayetteville, so yeah, I'm pretty familiar with Raleigh.
Yeah.
Stationed out
But
there
I
at
would say
Craig.
this, but before I was living, because I've been living in Raleigh, Durham for like will be about like 4 years now.
Okay.
Before that, I was living out in the Triad near
Okay.
Greensboro.
Got you. Yeah, I'm familiar. I got some people out there in Greensboro as well. You know, out there where the furniture's at. It's the furniture capital, right? Out there, High Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, High Point, Greensboro area. Yeah. Okay, so you on both sides. Okay, I got you. You know, you've been around. You know, you've been around the area, around the world, and things like that. How old are you, Calvin?
38. Gonna be
38.
39 in June.
Okay, so you 83. I think you said that before. 39 in June. And your
Yep.
sign. What's your sign for the ladies that want to know?
Gemini.
Gemini. Okay, got you. So you jumping into Gemini territory
Uh-huh.
and things like that. So what do you do out there in Durham?
Shoot. Have my share of um I'm a delivery driver. I
Delivery.
used to work in the fast food beverage industry.
Mm-hmm.
So now I do delivery driver. I
All right.
do some Lyft.
Oh, okay. So you do Lyft, and you're a delivery driver. Okay. How
Yeah.
long you been doing that for out there?
I've been doing that for like ever since in the tail end of December, this past December.
Both or
Um I was working at a grocery store and been working there for like 3 years and got crazy. So I decided to leave. And once I started like doing the delivery driver, and I was like, you know what, I'll just leave in this since it's I don't like standing all day and dealing with the crazy crowd. So that's why I changed.
got you. So how long you was doing Lyft?
Um, I've been doing I've been doing Lyft since the start of January.
So both of them you started in January, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I used to do Lyft too, so I'm not knocking it. You can make bread with Lyft. For those of you who don't know, you know what I'm saying. I used to do Lyft. You know, even last year, last spring, I think last spring I was doing Lyft. You know, picking up some bread. So you know, for anybody who may look down on anybody, it's people making cake with Lyft, man. You got
Oh
an
yeah.
airport. Yeah, you got an airport there in Raleigh, so you know, whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, it is what it is. So I feel you on that. So delivery and you doing Lyft and things like that. What's been your in North Carolina these years, but specifically in Raleigh Durham, what's been your dating experience like out there?
Well, my dating experience, it's been kind of like I was just say more of a roller coaster. I mean, just meeting people. I mean, just meeting people on that aspect, talking,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just so crazy. The questions and the mental health aspect of people of just the women I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
to, baggage. It's like pretty
Yeah.
wild, pretty wild. So it's pretty wild. So what
So,
you can do is just keep pushing.
so you've been running into some characters. What's
Character,
like when you say this? What's been the biggest issue that you noticed with dealing with women and in the Raleigh Durham area and dating? What's been the biggest issue? A red flag or something that you're constantly
a
seeing?
red, a red flag, and Cass spoke about it. It's just so it's like basically I gotta get the keys to a sinking ship, and let me explain what I mean by that.
Okay.
Basically, I remember talking to this. I'm gonna be nice, but I said heifer.
Okay.
But here's the thing: she's in her dating app says something about you gotta have a man gotta have this and that. So when I have this conversation, she's talking about what's in it for me, and I'm like, what's in it for me?
Right.
And the thing is, she's telling me about she's showing off her expensive stuff But I'm like, if you're well-to-do, why are you worried? Because I'm not looking for your means, but I'm like this. We're a team. It doesn't matter if you make more than me or make more than you, because this is my question. If there's a bump in the night, and I'm gonna just say I make less, like you make so much money. You're a millionaire lady. You're the top, not like what's it, 5% of women high earning women. Let's say there's a bump in the night. So you say I'm less of a man, right? Okay, who do you think is gonna check that bump? Crash. So you're saying that I'm less than, but what about the problem solving? What about the intelligence of a man? You think because you make more than me that you're smarter than me? That's why I can't stand this money over everything. And I'm like, man, you're asking for this and that, but you was with a guy who was making this, then you talk about he was abusive. And I'm like, this is what I said. I'm like, will you just stop like I said, did you work for the FBI? Well, you know, I dealt with this and I dealt with that. Ma'am, this is not the time. Okay. And my thing is, she didn't even tell me how old she was. And I think she went more close to 50, but she was saying she was younger than that. So when I asked her questions, it's none of your business. Like, whoa, that's my business. But you want to ask how much money I'm making stuff because you're saying you will not do this and that. I got a question. The last guy, that you was in a relationship, did you ask that? Because I'm like, let's be real. You're not a virgin. You're not a 20-year-old virgin. So I'm like this. You don't get to make demands, and because if you didn't do that with the last guy, and I don't think she had kids because she wouldn't answer the question. So to me, you don't get to make demands on me based on the dude in the past. If you let him hit it for nothing,
facts.
I should do the same thing, and I should have to feed him practice.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because I said, how would you feel if I talked about my trauma with women, my past?
Right.
And it's pretty painful road. Right. Okay. I have to build myself up to be the man that I'm in. I'm sorry, ma'am. This is what I said. You have it easier in life. But I understand what you're saying. After a certain age, when it comes to the wall and stuff like that, you're starting to see what men go through, especially when they're younger. So you're saying, but why does the man's money matter? But you're selling your house, and I'm just asking about her debt. I'm like, wait, why does the man got to make a lot of money? So I said, are you saying because you want a man to make a lot of be a billionaire, but why should he date a washed up, high body count? You know, I was being real respectful when I was trying not to. You know, I was trying to be like very respectful so she can understand. But so I'm like, why would a man who's well-to-do, the top, mess with a past post, you know, a lady over the age who's close to 50? Why? Where do you think you get this at? Why? I mean, why would you think that when you already had a dude like that, but he was never good enough? And on top of that, you saying you're struggling. How can you have a Mustang convertible and have all this expensive stuff, but you saying I can barely afford gas? But I can afford gas in my car. Yeah. The thing is, what I was saying is, do you understand financial literacy? Would that be more important instead of just focusing on a man's finances? Because the last guys who didn't have none, you let them. You gave the buns, the cinnamon buns. You gave it to him, so I'm like, you should just treat me the same way. At least I'm more valuable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm responsible. And my thing is that it's not how much you make; it's how you use your money. Right. And I said, I'm taking courses. But she talked about what you gotta have. I'm like, okay, then you know. So when I started asking about what type of men she dealt with, and I said, you keep saying abuse and he cheated. Did you cheat? And did you hit him first? Did you provoke him? Now this is what women say. Well, you're a victim. No, you're a victim. I said, first of all, you're not a victim. And this is the type of drama. So when I asked her, I'll call you right back. Call me this. So I called her back. She's not answering. She's making jokes and talking shit on her Facebook. So basically, you got the mind of a spoiled child that needs to get that belt. I said, maybe your dad should have whooped your ass with the belt.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Calvin. So what do you feel? Is that how you mostly date? Like, do you meet women on dating apps, or do you meet
Me
them out in the crowd?
personally, I mean, as me personally, I was never interested in dating apps because of the craziness. But when it came to my passion, when it comes to the foot art, so I used to approach. I mean, I still approach women on the spot. Especially
Nice.
at this time, it was nonstop. I was looking, I was scouting for talent. So when we still in the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was like, you know what? I'm going home early. You know, I mean, I've been watching Red Pill content, the Manosphere before it became that. So I used to make videos as Big Boss Calvin 83. Now I'm back on YouTube. So when I was like, dang, I mean, with the social distancing, I said, shoot, you know what? I'm feeling that itch. So let me
Yeah.
try something different. Even when it came to my little business I got going on, let me try something different.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that's what I used. But man, whew, crazy folks like Sean James, a lot of bottom of the barrel.
got it. So you do the cold approach and all that in turn, and but you're not so much a fan of dating apps. So what for the ladies that are watching right now, what would be your ideal woman if you were to itemize, some traits and qualities? What would be your ideal woman?
My ideal woman, and I thought about this to have compassion for the man experience as being a man. That'd be very important, and I can reciprocate. And the ideal experience is somebody who supports. Because I am more on the activism, especially when it comes to us as melanated people.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very. That's my passion in the helping people, and for her to be more supportive on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I might as well just go in. Maybe just let me just go in.
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
that's the thing.
Go ahead, Calvin. Go
Know
ahead.
how to hold a conversation. No, let me say this to the ladies. Know how to hold a conversation. I don't want to hear nothing about no reality TV. Y'all got to stop watching all that the house heifers of Atlanta, Potomac. That stuff is not real. Okay, I am in the entertainment space, so I've been researching that too as an
Mm-hmm.
artist too. Stop watching that junk. All that flossing and stuff. The real people who got money. They don't be all flashy. They're the most conservative people. They be wearing some some sweatpants, looking all raggedy, and they just get in a nice current model car and go up to the gated community, or the up in the hill somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I just want us. I mean, just with all this gender war and all that stuff, to just be to stop being so delusional and stop thinking that your stuff don't stink. I
Right.
have fun with myself and said, you know what? Even no, because even though my problem was I was too nice of a guy,
Mm.
always listening, always putting that friend zone. But when I had to realize I can't get mad at these women for thinking I'm a sucker or
Yeah.
thinking she can just talk crazy, and I'm like, you don't have to. It don't have to lead to a domestic DV situation.
Yeah.
You can check a woman without being talking crazy and stuff like that.
Facts.
Use your intelligence as a man.
Facts.
And even though I'm a comedian, I like to roast and deep fry the goofiness of the foolishness, even on dudes with the BS. I learned that the best way to communicate is staying strong and beat it with intelligence and real logic and
Facts.
common sense. I always ask make it make sense. You say I feel this. I said, okay, for once, can you think critically? I don't like to think. Oh, it's so boring. Then my thing is that's why that's why you should follow my lead.
Mm. I can dig it. So what's your preference in terms of look wise? What are you looking for in
What
terms
I'm
of that?
looking for in a lady, and look wise, I mean, I do like, even though I'm 6 feet, so I actually like taller women. I'm just fascinated with women who are just
All
tall.
the women got bigger feet, but yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, yeah, that too, that too, and that too, and that's what I like. I like the sisters. I mean, I have a Jamaican background, so I like the Caribbean. She got that Caribbean background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but some of these, I mean, I'm not trying to say all American modern women are bad, but it's like, and I understand going overseas ain't the answer, always the answer. Now, here's the thing: that's your prerogative as a man. Understand that the gynocracy and the feminism, the toxic feminism, doesn't stop in the States, man. It is wild outside of the U.S. I traveled overseas, so especially as a child. I mean, but even when I
Let's
was
bring
even
let's
when I
bring it
stepped
back to the
outside.
root. Let's bring it back to them.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to talk? You like them tall? Go ahead. Continue.
I'm tall. Hygiene, and just dressing well. Please do not be like, I like a lady who's on the conservative side. I like the fact that a lady will make me curious. I don't need to see, all the skin. No, less is best, and less is more.
Yes.
So that's for me. And just talk like you got sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind a woman talking dirty, but there's a time and place. There's a time and place.
That's all the time. But go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah.
continue. I know I'm asking.
And a lady gotta know how to do some basic domestic skill.
Okay.
Cooking is a requirement. I mean, I like to cook myself, but you can't. I mean, if you're talking about traditionalism, I don't care what you got going on. You still gotta, unless you want to check the bump in the night, the kitchen and be barefoot. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. And us being compatible, and I do believe in energy. Now, religious, I'm like this. I have mixed feelings about it. I like somebody on the spiritual side, but to me, I like somebody who don't really deal with religion. I mean, it's just so much drama. So I'm just gonna I'm trying to keep it right here. So I like somebody who has a consciousness, a high vibration, high frequency.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say the word well, but no, because these people awakened.
Yeah.
And I have a red pill perspective like me.
Okay.
It can be done, fellas. It can be done. I don't care what these guys say. Women can't think for themselves and all this stuff. No.
Nah, I can dig it. So, any particular, does she need to be a certain race or ethnicity or anything?
I like sisters. I mean, mainly that's been more of my preference now since I've ever been more awakened to and have more pride. I like sisters, and to me, shade is not. I don't really have a preference for shade because to me personally, despite the colorism propaganda, I always just base sisters just on just one accord as they are. I don't be on. She got to be lighter skin, dark skin. Me personally, I like a woman who could be on the extra chocolate side. The chocolate, the sweeter, the better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like a big requirement. I'm not obsessed like that. And let me say this: a lot of guys are not obsessed with shade like y'all think.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Nah, indeed. So we got that out of the way. So what's some for the ladies that's tuned in? What's some things that you're not gonna tolerate? What's some deal breakers with these ladies?
Entitlement. I can't stand some spot. I am not your daddy. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna give you the world. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, look. I'm gonna give you real. I'm gonna be brash. I would blunt sometimes. You got to be able to understand it's not a personal attack. It's not a disrespect. That's just how I am based on how I came up. And that's the thing. Hygiene is important.
Yeah.
And my thing is, look, here's the thing at least, be active. You don't have to be like super skinny and stuff like that. But I don't look like I said, if a man can't do no body positivity and start no body positivity, then you shouldn't need it because that's hypocrisy. At least be active. Don't be sitting on the couch watching the reality BS and all this other stuff. And it's just not real. Because I was so funny. I know I don't want to go off, but I was laughing because I actually did my reaction video to Danny Deuces yesterday. I think yesterday. So, and that's the thing. You can't have no bad, like the last lady said, bad breath is a no. And I will say this too: mental health. I am not going to be your Dr. Phil. So my thing is, and it's not my job and responsibility to make you happy. Okay, my thing is, I'm a positive guy. I have a lot of energy. I joke. I have a sense of humor. I'm very adventurous. However, when it comes to your mental health, please get that in check, and please do what you ever do, whatever trauma, and stop making the new God pay for all the for your failure and the sins of the last dues.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, when it comes to the body count, it does matter. Now I'm just the body count, and especially with the type of what type of ex you have, what type of exes you have. If these dudes were like criminal thug, and you were messing with bottom shelf Brad, and now all of a sudden you have these hot no.
Yeah.
Stop with the hypocrisy. That's the bottom line.
Okay. So what can the ladies expect from you, Calvin, in a relationship? What are you bringing to this situation, this relationship? What can they expect?
What they can expect. I mean, that's a. I want to try to comprehend what they can expect from me. A man who's really me. I mean what I say. I mean exactly what I say. I'm not lying when I say it. So there's no reason to think and trying to second guess and all that. I am cut clear, sharp as a knife. And I mean, a guy who's very loyal. I'm very loyal. I'm very affectionate. I'm not perfect, and I'm very responsible at what I do. And I learned how to. I gotta think about myself first before I can think about the family and her and the family and the children that may come along. So basically I'm on my focus, on my path, I'm on my square, and that's what I bring.
Got it. Real quick before I go on to the next question, guys, if you're just now tuning in, this is the Cuff and Reason Show, episode 5. We are here with the big boss, Calvin. Right about now, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's run this up. We got 50 people watching, 94 likes. Let's run it up to 100 likes. Guys, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. It's good for your karma. And it'll make you feel good tonight. And when you wake up in the morning as well, you'll feel much better. So just hit that like button. Let's get it up to 100 at least. Let's get that going. Hit that subscribe button, all notifications. So, Calvin, do you have any kids?
No, I have no children.
You got no kids.
No.
So, the woman that may be coming into your life, can she have any kids?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Here's the thing. That would not be my first. That would not be my first choice.
Mm-hmm.
However, I am open to being an exception. It depends on her ex and stuff. And I'm like this. And I said this to someone. I said this to her. I said, okay. It's not much of an issue. I prefer to start my own, and we get together and start my own. However, it's not a deal. It's not like you disqualify. It all depends on how she conducts herself as a mother. So I'm very observant in that. And what is her relationship with her ex or the father? I mean, that's a deal breaker. And I will encourage her. I'll say, yo, whatever issues you have, look, let him see his kids.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be trying to play all this game stuff, because that's what my mom did too, and all the divorce and all this other BS. No, it's not about you. It's about the kids. Think about that. And my thing, what are you teaching your children as a mother? I mean, and I look at that, how you raise your sons and how you be an example for your daughters. That's a very important. So it's not the first choice, but I want. But if she does have kids, if she's doing that and teaching her kids self-love and being a positive example and not being on no delusional stuff, I can tolerate it.
Got it. Is there a cap on how many kids she can have?
It has to be.
What's the cap? What's the cap?
Okay, the cap, and I'm because I mess with women with children. Okay, the cap would be. It has to be one. I can. But now, if you have more, it has to be 2. The 2 that's the cap, and it has to be from the same man.
Gotta be for the same man.
Yes.
What if she's a dime, Calvin? What if she's spiritual? She's all those things you named off before. She's all that in a bag of chips, and she got 3 kids by 2 different baby daddies,
Oh.
and she got
Well,
nice feet. Yeah, her feet are A1.
okay. Well,
You got. I see you thinking. You thinking about it right now, but go ahead.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking about that. Here's the thing. I have, but it was not on a dating thing. It was more on. It was more on a casual. It was more on a fun. But no, it's that just. I can give you a foot massage, but us being serious, no.
So you can clap the cheeks and date, but you wouldn't take her seriously.
Well, I mean, it's just I'm looking at it as like you have 3 kids, you have it from 2 different dudes, and that's like I'm thinking about from my standpoint and there's the children's standpoint too, and that's just and I was like that's like I'm trying my best to be so I don't I'm trying to so people understand it. I'm not the kind of I can't. I'm not the. Okay, I'm still gonna say what I'm saying. That's not what I want. That's not what I would want personally, and that's like, especially taking on the baggage and the burden. And the thing is, I gotta do that. But a lot of times, a lot of those women who got 3 kids or 2 or more kids, they don't want no additional child. So that's why I said that would not be a better. That would be not for me. I wouldn't be able to roll with that on a serious.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just throwing that scenario out there, and hopefully within that scenario, she wants to have more kids. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some dudes will sing a different tune once that woman pops up in there.
I know. I know exactly what you mean. I mean, these guys will talk all this. I'm red pill. I'm red pill. And I don't date no single mother. Don't date no woman over the age of 30. Over the age of 30, and they end up doing the total opposite. I've seen that many times.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't know why y'all talking about that on here, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna ask them. I was gonna. Somebody asked, "Have you ever?"
What?
Somebody say, "Have you ever went on Backpage?"
No, I never went on Backpage.
Hey, if you did, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Hey, listen, man.
Now,
Wait up.
At best, I might try to put in a fish, but it's like, but
hey, listen, man. What I don't get, I hear y'all asking, but I think it's very unbecoming for a man to be dick police for another man. That's just my, where he decides to put his Johnson, or what if he decides to spend money to get it or whatever, whether he decides to fly out or get something flued out. I mean, what's it to you unless you want him to, do something with you? You know what I'm saying?
I got something on that.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't like to be in people's business and stuff. But I gotta finish watching Danica Marie's rant. My thing is, and this is what she said, is that the problem is some reason why some dudes, she has an issue with it too. Because when that guy gets his heart broken, he wants to call all women bees and all these women ain't this. I'm going to get my passport, or I'm going to be like the male divester. You got a lot of people who just, so it's not, you can do that on your own risk, but you can't complain about gynocracy, unchecked female privilege, or how women just get away with stuff when you're part of the problem. And I'm not standing by Danica Marie, because she was going off because the fact that dude offered her like $200 for feet pics.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like if whatever you decide to, send little man at for, for
just don't cry about it when you get your feelings hurt.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. So so we got the part with the kids, okay, because you're trying to have some of your own kids as well. in terms of a woman being submissive, how do you see that in a relationship?
I see this. I mean, me personally, this whole submissive. I mean, I would like her to be cooperative, and if you know I'm on point, you know I'm seasoned, you know I excel at this, and I'm an expert at this. Don't be trying to debate with me when you know I'm on point and I'm right. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to just be right when you know you don't got a leg to stand on. Stand down.
Gotcha.
But it's cooperative, because my argument is this, JR. We all submit. Shoot, if you got a driver's license, you submit to the government. You wherever you sign to work at where you work at, business agreement, you are submitting to people. We all submitting to each other regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why people are triggered by submission, because my thing is, even with me, I'm submitting to my woman when it comes to intimacy, when I'm giving her the treatment. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing that, massaging and the size 10 lollipop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's providing submission in the foot community. That is submission. Even though guys will debate, bro, you are submitting, man. It's just, and my thing is, there is power when it comes to submission. So, I mean, we could have a different discussion than that. But my thing is, it's all about teamwork. At the end of the day, it's teamwork. We have too many people selfish, and that's my big pet peeve. It's this narcissistic mindset, and it's just the delusion. $400 on a date? Come on, lady.
Yeah.
And I saw her feet. I'm just
right.
I mean, I'd rather take a business class with you. I'd rather give you $400 to get your cooking skills up. Oh, don't say that.
Nah, I can dig it, man. So let's say you find the right lady, right, Calvin, and she may be not in the Raleigh-Durham area. She may be a state over, maybe a few states over. Are you willing to relocate to be with her?
Yeah. Yes, I will.
You will for the right lady. Okay, ladies, y'all heard what he said. You know what I'm saying? So willing to relocate, all that stuff like that. So how about intimacy in a relationship?
Intimacy, my thoughts on intimacy. That is important. It is important. I mean, I don't care what these people say. These so-called dating experts who got so much to say, but they're still struggling in the dating market, in the dating world. Intimacy is very important, and communication is the key. I always ask women, and me personally, I do talk about sex on the first date, because why am I going to be with you if we ain't? Because let's be real. You expect to be intimacy. I'm not going to have no platonic kindergarten relationship with no chick. And I'm like, and I have, the whole women have went off. I'm like, you need to chill. You just hear me out. Just hear me out. People get together. It's like, even when it comes to buddy, there's always an incentive why we do it. So to expect a man to be with a woman, to expect a man to be with you, there's always an incentive. It's a trade-off, like it or not.
So how many times does she, in terms of sex, would she be looking at a week? Is it a spontaneous thing? Are you looking for her to be?
Me personally, I'm a spontaneous guy. I'm a risque guy, so I like the spontaneous. I like to spice things up, and I always like to hear what she likes, what she's been into. Even now, here's the thing with the so-called body count. I ask what gets her off. What is you like when a man did that to you? Now, a lot of guys would like, no. You need to ask those questions. You need to ask those questions, unless you're trying to find some 21-year-old version. You need to ask those questions.
Because, like you said, you do need to ask those questions, because some women have never had an orgasm. I mean, based off what they say, some of them haven't had an orgasm.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I have given a woman orgasm just off of rubbing her feet.
Ladies, y'all heard the brother. Y'all heard the brother. His hands is that cold. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Just off of that. Hey, did you bust off? No,
Yes, I have. I've done that. I've done that.
yo, you a cold piece of work, Calvin. Damn. Hey, I feel you though, man. I ain't knocking you, man. Do your thing. So, what I meant to ask you, because I didn't, was how many kids are you looking to have if you come across the right lady?
If I come across the right lady, and I'm thinking about, and since I'm like, and I'm close to that 40-year-old. I would like to have at least two.
Two.
The minimum. That would be the minimum.
I mean, Calvin, you can go well until you leave this earth, though.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
I understand that because I'm not trying. Look. Things. I mean, I am not trying to run behind kids at 50 plus and do
Right.
all that athletic stuff. I mean, I'm not. I'm a fun person, but I'm not. Shoot, and plus, I mean, that. I mean, and I'm looking at this. I would like to have my last child finish. Now, I'm not a fan of the college fan, but to turn 25, at least when I get like around 70, so they can be fully grown and take care of themselves.
Yeah.
There's people I know that has had their children and paying for college and all this other stuff, and they're like almost about to turn 80. I ain't trying to deal with that headache, and especially you're not making the type of money you was making, when you was able to work,
Right.
and have your own business and stuff. So that's a deal breaker. I'm not falling for that. Fool's
No, I
gold.
feel you. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah. When you getting up in that, I mean, yeah, because you'll be 40 next year, like you
Yeah.
said, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this lady needs to show up, pretty soon if you're trying to,
Yeah.
get a few buns in the oven. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not talking about those buns, but I'm talking about kids.
I
For
know
those.
that. So
No, I mean for the people who always hear me say buns, they probably getting the wrong idea about that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So what's the age? I don't think we covered that. What's the parameters of age that you looking for a woman? Like how old?
Personal experience. At best I can deal with somebody who's like the youngest I can deal with is 24.
Okay.
And up to my current age. I mean,
Yeah.
up to 40, but probably because the lady I'm kind of saying she's about to turn 40, so that would be like maybe 41. That'd be the parameter.
Got you. Okay. So we got you on here, Calvin. So you 39, you 38, about to be 39. You're a Gemini,
Yeah.
Raleigh Durham area. He's a foot dude. So he make women reach the promised land by rubbing feet. You know what I'm saying? So all that good stuff. You in the service industry in terms of delivering and whatnot. You got the little side. You're an entrepreneur on the side as well. No kids. The brother ain't got no kids. You said you're 6 foot?
6 feet.
6 feet. And for the ladies that that don't know, so how much? I'm not going to ask you your measurements. How much do you weigh? I think you said it before on my another video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over 350. I'm pretty much the teddy bear.
Yeah. So he's a teddy bear, and a lot of ladies like the teddy. Reason why, because I asked the ladies, so I gotta ask the fellas. Every dude that's been on here, I've asked them. So you know what I'm saying. So 6 foot, 350 plus. Dudes are if a bump, like you said, if the bump in the night, you're gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So ladies, you ain't got to worry about that. You got the teddy bear. He's gonna KO whatever come through the door. It's curtains. So you basically financially stable and everything, no kids or whatever, no rack of college debt. I'm assuming that
No.
so if she comes into you, y'all pretty much good to go in terms of that. Anything else that we missing out on that you may be looking for in a woman, Calvin, that if she's to reach out to you?
There's nothing. I think we covered the bases.
Yeah. I mean, it don't seem like you're asking for much, brother. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, you're not asking.
A peace of mind. I mean, that's a men love peace.
Yeah.
And Psalms is golden. Now, I just gonna say that, and listen to when we give you the bars and gems, ladies. just listen. Just listen. I'm not gonna try to manipulate you, steer you wrong. And like I say, the dude in the past, you let them stay in that past. Let them stay in that past. Don't try to bring them. No. Let them stay right back. Don't leave that time machine alone.
Right. I got you, brother. Hey, where can everybody where can the ladies reach you at? That's trying to, reach out to you. Where can they find you at?
What you see, that's my Instagram. That's my Instagram. My other page got hacked, but this is my new Instagram.
Okay.
It's
Well,
the Real Big Boss Calvin 83. My birth name.
Got it. And what else you got? Is
Um,
that it?
Yeah, you can reach me. That's my personal page. You can reach me there. Now, if you want to check out my foot art, it's Feet Junkies Media on Instagram.
Okay. And we'll put all that in the description. You said you have a YouTube channel too, right?
Yeah, this is my YouTube channel, and I have it's Feet Junkies Media. It's the same. It's my YouTube page for feet.
Okay. So ladies, if you wanna, shoot your shot at Calvin, and this brother can make you explode off them hands. You know what I'm saying? He got you to show you a good time. Very spiritual brother here, already telling you. He's already listed a few things. He don't got no kids. He's willing to accept your kids if you got everything, that he's looking for. And with that being said, man, y'all make sure y'all hit him up. And if you don't have anything else, Calvin, man, it's been a pleasure. As usual. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else, man?
Nothing else.
Hey, it's like I said, man, appreciate you tuning in, ladies. Y'all know what to do. I'm gonna have all the information on the restream. Y'all go ahead and shoot your shot. And catch you later, Calvin, man. We'll chop it up, man.
All right, take care.
Hey, take care. So, guys, we had two incredible guests, the lovely Delia King and the great Calvin D'Souza, I believe. Y'all make sure y'all hit both of them up. If you're looking for a date, they're going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You may find the love of your life. You may find your wifey for life or your hubby that love to rub them feet. You feel me? So, I'll have the information for those of you, watching the restream and things like that. So, we can't buy steaks, Cal. We can't. All jokes aside. Hey, y'all fall back on that, man. Hey, hit that like button, man, before we exit up out of here, before I run my commercials here. I'm gonna start doing advertising too for those of you looking to promote your products and things like that. We're gonna do some sponsorship advertising commercials on here. So make sure you guys hit me up with that as well. But hit that like button, guys. We got 54 watching, 100 likes. For those of you who haven't hit that like button and are coming in, hit that like button. Let's run it up to at least 110. You know what I'm saying? 110 likes helps to promote the video. You feel me? Shout out. I know we had a good time with everybody. For those of you who don't know, Delia is also a comedian. And I'm not saying that as a joke. She's actually a stand-up comedian. Also, Calvin said he's a comedian. So you gonna have a good laugh with both of these, both of these beautiful people. So why not? Why cheat yourself out of a good experience? Y'all know what to do, man. So anyway, if you're just now tuning into the Cuff and Reason show, man, hit that like button and subscribe. If you are interested in being a guest and you're looking for love, looking for your future husband or wifey, or just looking to have a good time, make sure you guys shoot me an email at jrwisdomunlimited@gmail.com and or DM me on IG. That's the best way to contact me. And we'll get you on the calendar to appear on the Cuff and Reason show. This is episode 5. Episode 6, as you know, is coming up next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know where to be at, man. You know what I mean? Hey, and if you didn't know, we're gonna keep coming with these episodes. Tuesday, we got another live coming tomorrow. I got a special guest, so you guys look out for that one. We're gonna be talking we'll be talking some stuff about some dating as well. Yeah, we're doing follow-up episodes. Somebody asked about doing follow-up episodes. We are going to be doing follow-up episodes on Tuesday as well with some of my guests so we can check back in. But, we're always, welcoming new guests on those Mondays. So The matter of fact, I might go live after this, man, because I gotta fry some chicken. I was supposed to fry some chicken earlier, so I might do a little fried chicken and communion right after this. Who knows? We'll see how I feel though. You know what I'm saying? If y'all let me know how y'all feel. I might just get on there and just start talking some ish and fry some chicken, man. I don't know, but fried chicken and communion, man. I keep telling y'all I'm gonna do that, man. On Thursdays, that's when it's gonna go down, the fried chicken and communion show, where we talk about current events and just shooting the ish and things like that. So if you didn't know, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my backup channel, JR Wisdom Unlimited. I'm starting to upload videos on there as well, so you guys can definitely check that out. The link is in the description. Also, subscribe to my finance channel, finance gigs, hustles, and things like that. It's called the Hustler's Apprentice channel. The link is also in the description below. Make sure you guys check that out. I'm pretty sure I got some information you like if you're just trying to build your credit and things like that, or just don't know where to start. If you got kids that are trying to build their credit and stuff, I got everything you need on that page to help you start getting in that direction. If you're trying to buy a house and things like that, I got stuff on there as well. Make sure you guys purchase all of my books and merch. The links are in the description. Available in ebook, paperback, all on Amazon and on my website. If you want to book a session with yours truly, y'all don't know what's going on. If your lady's cheating on you, this dude, you don't know what exactly is happening. You're kind of befuddled and you don't know whether you should stay or go. I done said when the next episode is, man. I'll answer that. You can super chat. I'll answer that, since I said it probably like 5 times in the past 2 minutes when the next episode is. But if you want me to answer it again, you can send a super chat and I can answer it. Yo, hey, purchase those books right now though, man. I got something that you like, man. Everything. Y'all see my bestsellers over here. Shit, it's pretty dark in here at night. Puppeteering with Heartstrings and the Law of Attraction for the Pessimistic Mind. Right there. Puppeteering with Heartstrings right there. You can pick them up right now for the price of a junior bacon cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that. Pick yourself up a t-shirt as well. The links are in the description. Putting out new ones every week, new designs. It's also below. You know, it is what it is, man. So with that being said, guys, it's getting late. I think y'all do need to fry up some chicken, man. We still haven't hit 110 likes, which y'all need to quit playing around and do that. I don't know why y'all playing with me tonight. You know, we had a classic episode. It was great. You know, tell your friends about me. I know a lot of y'all, you know, going to sleep alone tonight. So y'all need to quit playing. Come get with me. Let me help you out and have these people in y'all DMs making you feel like a superstar. You know, if you never experienced that, you're going to experience that with this. So making you feel all pretty and sexy and shit. You feel me? You know, I think shout out to Mars again, man. I appreciate you. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but shout out to you again for the $10 super chat. You know, every little bit helps. You know, I appreciate you. Also, guys, if you didn't know, let me throw that in there, because I gotta run all my own little commercials right now for you guys. I now have memberships available. You know, be putting out unrated, you know, uncensored content right here on YouTube. You guys can join up. Membership is below. You should see the join button. Check that out. Also, my Patreon, I'm putting out that same videos as well. But on Patreon, I'm gonna be putting out more of my personal development videos. That goes, and it's coming soon. I know I've been saying that for a while, but it's coming. In terms of, if you're trying to learn how to build your YouTube up, for the fellas, if you're looking for the, behind the scenes, dating information, grooming things, getting your passport, how to book trips, how to book flights, how to get the best prices, basically financial stuff that it may not be on the Hustler's Apprentice channel, that's more in depth, how to buy a house for dummies, just all those things that a man trying to get back on his grind would need to be out here. Things, if you're looking at a date and you don't know what to do, or you're looking at taking a woman on a date, you don't know where to go, you don't know what to do, you just all like, dang, I'm gonna have it all up there, man. You know what I'm saying? All that information that you're gonna need to be out there in these streets and to, do that. So I'm gonna show you how to do that, show you guys how to travel, show you how to get yourself in a position to be able to travel and not break the bank. So all that'll be on that side of town. And I can't really put it up on YouTube because it doesn't mesh well with the algorithm of what my channel is for. So you can find that on my Patreon, and I will also put those on YouTube later. So, but YouTube, my memberships is just for the more uncut, uncensored stuff that I can't really put on here. So, because they won't monetize it, and I'm all about making money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking, I have a good time with you guys, but I gotta get paid. Just being honest, man. What am I trolling you? You say I'm trolling y'all? I ain't trolling y'all about nothing. Everything I'm saying is true. Y'all sitting, y'all missing out on a gold mine of information by not joining up on that Patreon. I'm telling you, you missing out on all kind of good stuff, man. Listen, y'all play around what you want, cheat yourself. You feel me? And this fat boy swag is almost over with. So, we're gonna be in the gym 4:00 in the morning. So I'm gonna show y'all that type of time. You know what I mean? I gotta get down to this get back chiseled again. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all interested in, you guys that's going bald and you trying to figure out how to get your joint back, I'm gonna be covering that on there. So if you don't think that that's worth something, I'm gonna cover that on there to show y'all how to do that. If your little man's not working anymore and you just on some some broke wrists, little man is just like that, I'm gonna show you how to get that right. You feel me? All that is on there. So if you want to, who else is giving y'all that type of stuff? Nobody on here is telling y'all this stuff. Nobody's telling you how to do that. You feel me? And just for a few dollars, wouldn't you want to know how to do all this incredible stuff? Nobody's trolling. This is real. This is real ish. You think I'm trolling if you want to, man. For those of you who went bald and those of you who can't get the little man up, you can come back. You can come back. Trust me. But I mean, I'm gonna end it on that for the night, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can play if you want. Go ahead and hit that join or hit that Patreon. You know what I'm saying? And if you're feeling like you want to book a one-on-one, like I said, hit me up on Calendly. You'll see the Calendly link where you guys can book a session. You can chop it up. You guys got any ideas? Definitely shoot me an email or a topic you'd like me to discuss. Shoot me that email as well. There's videos. You guys can always submit videos to me on Instagram. If you got a video you like me to react to, you know what I mean? Read y'all comments here. If you got a video you'd like me to react to, man, shoot me that on IG, man. If you just want to shoot me an email, and you got a question, everything is on Calendly in the link in the description, man. You can all find it there, guys. We're not playing around here. I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing anything on here since I got your attention, this late at night, and we ain't even frying chicken wings right now. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I covered the books. We covered all that. If you guys want to, I should have had, you know what? I need to remember that. I'm just now getting on this live stream stuff, man. So I'm not, I'm doing my best. I know I'm on my struggle streamer time, but this is all my information here. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys feel like leaving a donation or anything like that, this group is not good for my maturity. Yeah. If you guys feel like leaving a donation or anything like that, yo, hit me up on hit up the link tree, the Calendly, jrosswriting.com. That's where you can purchase all the books and merch and all that. And that's my Cash App right there. So with that being said, man, episode 1, Chicken Wing. The Chicken Wing Communion podcast is coming, man. You know what I'm saying? You help fix credit? Yes, I do. Click the link in the description. Click the link tree. Click the link tree link right there. You see it scrolling across the bottom. It's in the description. Click the link tree. The link tree will give you access to credit information if you want to buy a book to fix your own credit. If you're just trying to learn to fix somebody else's credit, you want to start your own credit business, you want to learn how to build your credit, everything is on there, man. And if you just broke as hell and you just want to learn how to do it yourself, subscribe to the Hustler's Apprentice channel. All that is on Linktree, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, follow me on IG, guys. I'll follow you back if you guys didn't know. You got probiotics. That's what's up. Oh, seriously, this tour amazing, my brother, and I wish you all the best. Yeah, shout out, man. I ain't gonna hold you guys much longer, man. I know y'all got TV shows to watch tonight and things like that. So we're not gonna hold you too much. Yeah. Go fry your chicken. I might just go live, man. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna just call it the random because that shit take a while to probably sit up there and do all that shit. Yeah. I might as well, kill some time and watch First 48 or something, while I'm doing it. So peace be upon you all, the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. This is wisdom. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Make sure y'all tune in. If y'all don't see me again tonight, if y'all don't get that alert, tune in tomorrow night. I think we doing a live at 7 p.m. I got a special guest. It actually is a frequent collaborator, but we'll see. I got a special guest tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about something about dating, man. So with that being said, man, I am out, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.